after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo in the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
11.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. Being chased out, and the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Wentz now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he'll go down
right around the 47 this time.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Straight 15, straight 15.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, and he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. Wentz will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
And the ball is knocked out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half of their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Out of the 16. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you knock out too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wentz. Has it left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Wentz. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Here we go. What do you need?
Mike. Hey, let's get this.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
We go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
132 fighter.
Another run with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On first down, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
53. I'm scared.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go. Hey, gun.
I'm going to run you over. Slam.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
64.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
81, 81.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
21.
Stop here, D. 53 to Mike. 50.
Move.
Check the tight.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Eagles 7.
I just wanna be her. For your mom to your pops to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold.